Okay, so good day, guys. I'm doing a video lecture on this topic, athletes' contracts and employment law. Um, to some other classes, perhaps we have started a few slides on this. However, I am redoing the discussion to cover all the rest of the topics that, or all the rest of the subtopics that are under this topic. Okay, so basically, we will be talking about contracts in sports. What are the importance? Should there be a contract that is entered into by the professional athlete? No? What rights or obligations are expected to any of the contracting parties? So if we look into the objectives, in fact, I have included in here three. Okay, so we have, of course, for you to gain understanding on the legal principles and frameworks that govern athletes' contracts and employment relationships. So I will be giving you a link. I don't know if I had provided you a link already in your GC. But should there be none, I will be sending you a link on the proforma, or perhaps I could just send you a proforma of the uh, contract, no, particularly the UPC that is used in the Philippine Basketball Association. So this is just an example, no, of a contract entered into between a professional basketball player and that of his team, no? um, which lays down the provision as to compensation, as to endorsement deals, no? So lahat na ng provisions na pwedeng ilagay sa isang kontrata ng isang empleyado na at ng kanyang employer, kasi ganun ang siste dito, no? So it seems, or it is as if that the player serves as the employee and the team to which the player plays serve as the employer, no? Although there can be agents like sports manager. So in behalf of the player, there can be a sports manager who transacts in behalf of the player or as a representative of the player, no? Particularly when it comes to the uh, negotiation and even in the management of the contract, no? So um, although it's not only it's the other party is not exclusively a team, no? Hindi lang siya, pwede rin po na the league, no? The sports league, uh the sports team or the sports league, no? So we will come to what do you call this? We'll come to discuss more on this as we proceed on the slides. Okay? What else? Assess broader implications of athletes' contracts and employment law on the sports industry. So, what are the effects should there be a contract by and in between parties? No, what rights do have do each of the parties have uh, in cases of violations or breach of contract, no? So we will be looking into the effects, the legal effects, no? Like what if the contract is invalid because there was no actual consent that was given, no? So there are cases like valid, invalid, unenforceable contracts, and we will look into these concepts, okay? And we will also be citing, or kayo mismo, I will be asking you to siguro make a research, no, somewhat surfing on the net, or uh, probably asking some coaches as to what issues or challenges were they able to encounter relative to athlete contracts, no? So, usually sa konteksto ng university, if you are a university athlete, walang professional contract, walang contract na ini-execute, no? Ang meron actually ay parang waiver, no? So, medyo hindi siguro kayo nakaka-relate sa puntong yon, pero yung mga professional athletes, no? Those who play for a compensation, no? So, alimbawa, pag kayo ay nakikiliga, you play for money, di ba? Kasi merong award at stake. No, meron din ba kayong agreement, no? Kasi yung agreement na yon dapat should be should ripen into writing, no? Kasi without a written agreement, it would be easier for parties um, not to comply. So, what I'm telling now is that in a sports contract, no, for it to really be enforceable and entertained before the courts or before any quasi-judicial agencies, it should be in written form. Okay? Kahit nga utang ngayon, di ba? Usually meron kang promissory note na ini-execute. So, that is just but part of what we will be discussing. Now, to move further, we look into the nature and the key components of a contract or of athlete's contract. No? So, what is an athlete contract? No? Or usually a sports contract. No? So, this is a legally binding agreement between an athlete and a team, a club, or an organization. No? So, klaro yan. Ano ang athlete's contract or sports contract? It is an agreement. No? And this agreement is legally binding. Meaning to say, lahat ng mga gusto nyong mangyari sa relationship ninyo with your teams, especially if you are a professional athlete, no? Because you are deemed as an employee, para kang empleyado niyan, no? So para bang ang employer mo ang may hawak siguro ng oras mo as to what conduct or what are expected of you based on the provisions of the contract. Those are actually things that you would consider, no, upon negotiating or upon drafting a contract. Okay? So, it's an agreement. Klaro yan. Alam nyo naman siguro kung anong agreement, di ba? Kasunduan. Okay? Sino ang nagkakasundo? No? There are two parties that are involved, no, or who agrees. And these are, sorry, medyo kailangan ko lumipat kasi ako ay lobat. Agpasuro. Sige, mother. No problem. Sa Zoom, meron kang account, ay may ano ka ng Zoom app. Sige, ma'am. Okay, so who are involved? Generally there are two parties involved, although part also of those who may serve as witness could be the sports manager, no? Kung merong sports manager, no? Alam niyo yung sports manager, parang talent manager din yan sa mga artista, di ba? Okay. So, the two major parties who agree are the athlete, yung professional athlete, at yung kanyang team. So, yun. The athlete, that's one party, and the team, that's another party. Usually, the team is where the athlete plays. Halimbawa, San Miguel, okay? Or Ginebra, okay? So, it could also be a sports organization or a sports league. No? Like, say, for example, we have the PBA. No? Naalala ninyo yung binigay ko sa inyo na case, the case of Negros Slashers Incorporation versus Alvin Teng. No? So, the parties involved there was Alvin Teng as the professional basketball player and the Negros Slasher Incorporation, the team where he plays. No? Sinend ko ata sa GC ninyo yung case summary no, para mas lalo ninyong maintindihan. Kasi kung ang babasahin nyo is yung actual case, masyadong mahaba yung enumeration niya ng facts. No? So you just have to read and understand the case summary. Okay? Now, contracts may vary depending on the sport. So kung basketball yan, kung volleyball man yan, o kung anumang team sports. No? Kasi usually, ang sports contract usually sa team sports siya nangyayari, no? Kasi parang individual contracting na kapag individual sports. So usually sa team sports siya nangyayari. Okay? Now, level of competition usually mga mga professional sports, mga elite sports, okay? And nature of the relationship. So usually those who enter into contract are those who are into professional engagements ng mga professional athletes. Okay? So I mentioned this already, the parties involved. I think I also mentioned about agents or representatives. No, agents or representatives, usually yan yung mga sports managers, no? Parang mga talent managers yan. They speak for and in behalf of the professional athlete. Okay? And they are involved in the negotiation and management of the contract. Okay? Now, another is we look into the components. So what should be contained in the contract? No? This is just but the general, no? Kaya nga key components. No? So ibig sabihin, parties may go beyond these components. Ibig sabihin, pwede pang magdagdag. Pero ito yung mga hindi dapat mawala. Ito yung mga hindi dapat maibawas dun sa kontrata. Okay? So, one of the components is a provision on compensation. Since the professional athlete will work for the team or for the sports organization or the sports league, then it is just but proper that the skills and the effort of the professional athlete is compensated. And as to how much is the compensation, it is something that has to be agreed between the professional athlete and the team. Also, it must be a consensual decision. So, kung sasabihin halimbawa ng professional athlete na okay, so 50,000, no? So, mag-a-agree ba yung team or yung sports organization, no? So, kung mag-a-agree, what about other transactions to which the professional athlete may be compensated? Like say for example, if I enter into endorsements, so will I be getting my remuneration out of that endorsement bill apart from my compensation? So ang sagot dun ay depende kung ano ang mapag-agrihan nila. So dapat ito ay klaro mismo doon sa kontrata para walang question, no? Kasi kung once na mag-agree ang both parties, later on yung professional athlete, yun ang laban niya, yung nasa kontrata, no? So malinaw dito sa kontrata na ito ang mga dapat kong ma-receive in terms of compensation or in terms of remuneration. Now, nabanggit ko kanina na ang role ng athlete, ng professional athlete ay parang empleyado, para siyang employee. So, in fact, it is the employee-employer relationship. No, if you could recall, I think I had given you a case to which you searched about the key criteria or the fourfold test in determining whether or not an employer-employee relationship exists, no? So, naalala nyo yung control test, the power to pay wages, We will be discussing all of those in the subsequent slides. So all of those actually must be manifested in the contract. No? So since kayo ay empleyado, you are also entitled for what? For bonuses, for incentives, for other forms of remuneration which must be expressed in the contract itself. Okay? Another is duration. Duration speaks of the length of the contract. Hanggang kailan? Ilang games, no? Or ilang years. No, starting from what? From the moment the parties signed on the contract up to the time that what? Up to the time that it terminates. No, the relationship is terminated for nakalagay doon yung duration, kung ilang years. Okay? Another would be the rights and obligations of what? Of the parties. No? So, what right do I have as a professional athlete? No? What obligations on the other hand do I have, or should I do or perform, no, as a professional athlete? So nandun yun. So kailangan ba na mag-attend ako ng mga scheduled conditioning, scheduled practices, scheduled games, no? Natural, no? Um, um, you are, even in terms of ethical conduct, no? What conduct shall I refrain from doing? No? Um, it's in there, no? So the contract must provide for all of this, because without it, the athlete or even the other party may not be guided as to what obligations or what rights do they have. Okay? Yan. So nandyan, this may include but does not limit. Ibig sabihin, there can be other stipulations also, no? Like training requirements. So how many times do I train, no? Even the manner of training, pwede sigurong isama din yun, kasi merong power of control sa employee, sa part ng employer, no? So pag sinabi kong ganito ang conditioning, yun yung kailangang i-comply ng athlete. Okay? Performance expectations, no? So kailangan I perform at least satisfactorily, no? Otherwise, what? It would be taken against me if I don't perform satisfactorily, because whether we like it or not, how I perform will redound to the benefit of the team. Okay? And conduct standards. So malinaw yan, ha. Kahit yung behavior mo in and outside competition is governed also in the contract. Okay? Endorsement and image rights. So these are other transactions which are commercial in nature, meaning to say you may the athlete may have income or may gain profit. So what is the sharing? Should there be sharing? Okay? So what else? Dispute resolution. The contract must also provide for dispute resolution strategies in cases, for instance, that there are disagreements as to the provisions in the contract, what method or what procedure, no, should each of the party have or do, no? So agad-agad ba magfa-file ako ng civil case, no? Or meron dapat dadaanan na ADR, Alternative Dispute Resolution? Or kung sakaling hindi maiiwasang mag-file ng case kasi talagang obvious na merong breach doon sa provision ng contract, no? Or may violation, may non-compliance doon sa agreement, no? What court, what is the venue, where will I file, no? Of course, kung danyos yan, kung damages yan, it depends upon how much Ay, ala, nawala ba yun? Hindi ko alam kung nawala or what. Or nag-stop lang. Okay, anyway, um, balik tayo doon. I don't know if it stopped or if what happened, if it just has to do with the internet connection. Okay, but anyway, if it has to do with the internet connection, I hope na-capture pa rin yung mga pinagsasabi ko kanina once na isave natin um, uh, itong nire-record ko. Okay? So yan, dispute resolution. No? Ang dispute resolution, ibig sabihin nun is kapag may hindi pagkakaintindihan doon sa dalawang parties, ano ang pwedeng recourse o anong pwedeng remedy? Arbitration ba, mediation, or litigation? So titingnan natin yung tinatawag na ADR, no? Alternative Dispute Resolution in cases, no? With regard the contract. Okay? Now, another thing is, okay, so, ito kwan lang, no? Parang substantiation, addendum lang, nung um, naunang slide. Okay? Wait lang, ha? Uh, okay. So, ito, anong oras ang klase natin? 10:30 tayo, di ba? Ay, 1, oo. I will meet you. Okay? So, what are sports contracts, no? So, ito na ano natin kanina kasi athletes contracts 'yon, no? So, athletes contracts, sports contracts are the same, no? So, um uh, I just wanted to underscore in here the elements, no? So, what makes a contract valid? So, general ito, this is a general um tawag dyan, a general information, irrespective of whether it is a sports contract, uh, um, any contract that is entered into between contracting parties which may engage civil transactions. Ito ang kailangang makita. Okay? Ag-start tayo, ma'am? Haampay. Okay. So, there's no difference as to what are expected in terms of elements. No? So, in general, what is a contract ba? Kasi kanina pa natin binabanggit ang contract. No? So, a contract is a meeting of minds between two persons whereby one binds himself with respect to the other to give something or to render some service. No? So, like in slide 3, we made mention about agreement, no? A legally binding agreement. So, of course, you could not say that there is an agreement if there is no meeting of minds. So, definitely, a contract in a contract there is a meeting of minds, meaning to say we agree, both of the contracting parties agree as to the stipulations of the contract. Okay? So, one binds himself. No? So, for example, the professional athlete binds himself with that of the team in terms of the following. So, ano-anong mga expectations o obligations na ini-expect doon sa part ng professional athlete, no? Like to render some service ba, no? So definitely, no, rendition of service as a professional athlete, that's one of the general obligation of a professional athlete once he binds himself to the contract, no? Now, on the other hand, what's the obligation of the um, team or the sports organization? The obligation is to give what? To compensate. to compensate the effort, no, and the skill of the athlete. Okay, now here under are the elements, no? What are the elements of a valid contract? No, there are 3: consent, subject matter, and the cost or the consideration. Okay, so consent of the contracting parties would mean once you agree unto something, whether or not you agree into something that actually giving your consent. When you agree, for example, marrying, when Juana agreed to marry Juan, no? She gave her consent in marrying Juan, no? So the question is the consent freely given? No? Kasi may ganong issue no? While I give my consent, is the consent freely given? For example, on the contrary, one gave his consent but under duress, no? Under coercion, meaning to say, o sige, papayag ako, Juana, na asawahin ka o pakasalan ka, no? Asawahin pala, parang aswangin no? Papayag akong pakasalan ka, pero yung consent, yung pagpayag ay hindi bukal sa loob, no? Kundi kaya lang napapayag ay dahil merong nakatutok na baril, no? That's under duress or under coercion. So in that very sense, walang consent, no? Consent is not freely given, no? Or by mistake, consent by mistake, no? So halimbawa merong kakambal si Juana, kaya lang napapayag si Juan ay dahil ang alam niya si Juana, si Juaning at si Juana. Ay, may ganun ba yun? Halimbawa lang, no? So si Juana may kakambal si Juaning. So ang mahal talaga ni Juan ay si Juana, no? Ang akala ni Juan, ang pakakasalan niya ay si Juana, yun pala si Juaning. So that's consent given by mistake, no? So this can be issues, no? To consent. Pero ang consent, para simple lang, ay what? It's when you agree unto the stipulations of the contract, no? Once you agree, there is a meeting of the minds, no? So when you give your consent, ano ba yung consent? Pagpayag, no? So kung pumayag ka at tinanggap yung pagpayag mo, that's consensual. Ibig sabihin, both of the parties had given their consent. The offeror had given the consent and the one being offered to accepted the consent, no? So another is what? Competent. Okay, ang tanong ay, are you competent? Are the contracting parties do they have the legal capacity to give their consent, no? So halimbawa, sa marriage, kasi marriage also is a contract, no? Binding two parties, the husband and the wife. So a minor cannot give his or her consent because he or she does not have yet the legal capacity to give the consent, no? So walang kapasidad, kaya nga merong representative ang isang minor sa kahit anong aspeto ng kanyang buhay, no? Merong representative, no? So a minor cannot enter into the contract of marriage by virtue of him or her not having the legal capacity to do so. Okay? So a minor cannot actually sign any contract. Should a minor sign a contract, it must be through a legal representative, no? the legal guardian, or usually the parents. No? Now, what happens if the minor signed a contract? No? Does it necessarily make the contract invalid? No? What is the effect on the contract? No? Does it make it, does it render the contract valid, invalid, or unenforceable? Okay? So titingnan natin yan as we move on to part of what we will be discussing is on the legal effects of contracts. And we will find that out, no? If a minor signs a contract, what are the legal effects? So we will be discussing that in the subsequent slides. Okay. Now, what if I'm not a minor, but I don't have the proper state of mind, ma'am. Ay, yes, ma'am. Ay, sige po. I-pause ko na lang ito, ma'am. Pause ko na lang muna kasi meron kaming grievance committee.